Hey all, EC here, and today I want to talk about The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and why they need to put the GameCube version on Switch Online. Now, for those who don't know, obviously there's been a lot of debate and a lot of talk about whether or not we did actually get the HD version of Twilight Princess, because obviously they're putting Wind Waker, which also had an HD remake on the Wii U. They're putting the base version from the GameCube, the original version of the game, on the Switch Online service for the expansion pack, obviously. So I want to talk about why they need to do this for Twilight Princess as well, because for those who don't know, there are technically, from what I understand, there's 3 versions of Twilight Princess. You got obviously the remaster on the Wii U, which is obviously the best version of the game. But then you also have a version for the GameCube and a version for the Wii. Now, the version for the Wii, from what I understand, is the weakest link of the 3 versions, largely because obviously it factors in motion controls. And motion controls for a lot of these games, like Zelda, they don't really work that well. They're not really that designed great. You know, the Wii has some great games that use the motion controls really well, like Wii Sports. But games like the Twilight Princess just didn't really need the extra weight of the motion controls, because the motion controls don't really help in a lot of ways. It makes the game just feel like a slog to play through. So the GameCube version of this game, out of the 2 between GameCube and the Wii U version, is arguably the more likely version, because we are already seeing Wind Waker get ported over, and we also know that we will probably, if we see any other games that were like GameCube and Wii games, we'll probably see the GameCube games before we see any others. Now, GameCube games in general already have had quite a few notable games remastered for Switch, like Pikmin and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. But I'm hoping that they decide they're going to put Twilight Princess on here, largely because it is just such, a popular game. It's well known. It is, one of Zelda's best outings, because obviously it's got more of a darker tone. It's quite a mature game compared to, like, say, Wind Waker. And that's why I think that these two are like the yin and yang of what they could do for Switch Online for the GameCube app, because I feel like having Wind Waker at launch is obviously going to be huge. People love Wind Waker. It is obviously one of the most beloved Zelda games. So having that at launch is a good call. But then Twilight Princess is also very loved. It's also a game that people have been talking about quite a lot, because they want obviously to see, Twilight Princess on Switch 1, and obviously that's not happened. So hopefully Switch 2, we could potentially see Twilight Princess, GameCube version on Switch Online expansion pack, which I also feel like we're bringing a lot more players, because a lot more people will have a reason to subscribe. Because GameCube app, yeah, it's all right. When we look at the lineup, like, it's got 3 games. F-Zero, I think it's F-Zero GX, Wind Waker, and obviously we have Soul Calibur 2. But I kind of want to see, like, Twilight Princess added there. So, like, you've got that other large Zelda game that was on the GameCube, as well as obviously other games that have already been confirmed, like, say, Super Mario Sunshine and stuff like that. But Twilight Princess is definitely one of the games I really want to see on Switch Online, thanks to the GameCube app. And I want your guys' opinion in the comments down below. Are you hyped for this game? Do you want to see this game on Switch Online? And do you think it will happen, or do you think it'll be a game that Nintendo glosses over and Nintendo just kind of forgets about? Because I think it's a game they kind of need to add to Switch Online, just for the fact it is obviously a Zelda game, and just for the fact that people know this, and it's got such a big fan base because of the HD remaster. And this could potentially be a way to get some people who don't already have a Switch to buy a Switch 2 just to play, Twilight Princess again. Let me know what you guys think, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, turn notifications. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.